The French Quarter throbbed with Mardi Gras noise, but in the alley off St. Philip Street, the celebration seemed to vanish at the threshold of Madame Zora Lavau's shop. Celeste Moreau stepped inside with her notebook held tight, her auburn hair still dusted with parade glitter. The amulet at her throat felt heavier than ever. 5 people were dead now, all linked to the Order of the Crescent Moon, and all killed beneath the cover of masks and wealth. The shop was warm with candle smoke and herbs, its shelves crowded with jars, feathers, bones, and folded gree-gree bags. Madame Zora stood by a small altar, placing rum and flowers before an offering for Papa Legba. She did not turn at first. When she spoke, her voice was calm, but not kind. "You are carrying death," she said. "And you still chase the moon." Celeste asked her for the truth. Clara's diary had pointed toward Magnolia's end, but the pages had only sharpened the mystery. Zora took up an old Crescent Moon medallion and held it in the candlelight. "Centuries ago," she said, "the symbol had been twisted by men who wanted power more than faith. They built a ritual around it, one that demanded 10 lives under the Crescent Moon. Blood, sacrifice, and obedience were meant to bind unseen forces and turn them into a weapon." Celeste wrote quickly, every word landing like a blow. "Was the Order trying to rule the city?" she asked. Zora answered that they were trying to rule everything they could reach. Land, money, people, fate. The Order was not ancient in name, but in purpose. Wealth hid their hands. Masks hid their faces. Greed gave them courage. Celeste pushed for one more name. Vincent Devereaux. Zora's expression hardened, and her silence was answer enough. "The sanctuary at Magnolia's end was the altar," she said. The final sacrifice would complete the circle, though she did not know who the victim would be. Only that the last night of Mardi Gras was near, and the Order was close to finishing what it had begun. Zora pressed a pouch of herbs into Celeste's palm and told her to add them to the amulet. It would guide her, but not protect her. Celeste asked how the ritual could be stopped. Zora only said that the altar had to be broken before the moon reached its end, and that the Order's reach was longer than it looked. When Celeste stepped back into the alley, the roar of the parade returned in a surge of brass and drums. The city had not changed, but her understanding of it had. The killings were not random, and the Crescent Moon was not merely a symbol. It was a promise, and someone at Magnolia's end intended to keep it. She tightened her grip on the notebook and faced the crowd with new resolve. Somewhere in the massed chaos, Julian was still missing, Devereaux was still moving, and the sanctuary waited like an open wound. Celeste followed the sound of the trumpets into the night, knowing the next step might lead her to the truth or to the final sacrifice itself.